Hey everyone, it's Beer Guy. It's Beer Guy time. It's not Beer Guys because Elric can't drink beer now at the moment because he's had a bit of a dodgy ticker. I can't drink with my brother because my brother's at his house. I was going to do beers this month rather, with my girlfriend Lisa, so it'd be Beer Guys but with a girl. But we're on lockdown again, so I'm going to drink the beers on my own. It's a bit sad, isn't it? I'm not going to drink them all in one go though, because that would be a bit messy. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to open up the snacks, show you what I've got, and yeah, then I'm probably going to drink one a night or something like that and film myself drinking it. But the snacks, not my cup of tea. Olives, Elric can have those. But let's just see what the beers are. Oh, it's all bottles this one, in fact it's apart from one. Right, we've got a c.a.m.r.a Pilsner. Not too sure what the theme is. Looks like German writing on there. Anyway. We've got Biergarten Dunkles Weissbier. Weissbier. So it's the sweet beer, I'm assuming. Interesting enough label. I'm guessing lots of German beers by the looks of it. Looks like the same cup. Büro Schwarz. It's a dark beer, I think. Schwarz means black, doesn't it? Büro. Büro sounds like it's like Mexican or something. But the rest of it looks like it's right. Lemke Berlin West Coast IPA. Spree Coast. It's a strong one, 6.9%. Another Büro one. Weizen. Is that a wheat beer maybe? Is Weizen similar to Weiss? Weiss? Water, malted barley, wheat, hops, yeast. Interesting. Doesn't look like got any porters this month though. Dunkel. Isn't Dunkel black? Isn't Dunkel dark? I think that means black dark as well, Dunkel. Because there's a black metal band called Dunkelheit, which has something to do with darkness. Or night time. 700 years of Bavarian brewing tradition and heritage. Maybe it's Bavarian beers. Another one from the same one. Fest beer. So is that from a festival? Is this a standard festival beer that they have for lots of different beer fests? 6%. Over 700 years of beer tradition. And the last one, Berlin Jam. Oh, Berliner Weiss. Wild berries. So a fruit beer of some sort. A fruity beer, okay. Not too sure how many dark beers there were there. It's going to be some interesting, I'm assuming, German beer. I don't know how to get on with the German beer. It's much prefer the darker beers. But yeah, I shall put them in the fridge. And I shall work my way through them, yeah, in proper fashion. Right, beer time. So I've got the magazine here. Apparently it's all German beers. Guten Tag, mein Freund. This month we're talking to you. Sorry, I'll start that again. This month we're taking you to one of the most important of beer's traditional homes, Germany. In your box, you'll find a meticulously curated cross-section of German beer culture, from the finest traditional brews to the most cutting-edge crafty tipples, along with stories of the breweries that created them. So, I'm probably just going to drink one beer tonight. I thought I was going to do one beer a night, to be honest, because, you know, I don't want to go crazy. And it's kind of weird because I'm doing it on my own. I've got no one to bounce off of, no one to make jokes at their expense. Let me get a beer. Okay, I've literally reached in and grabbed the first one. Büro Schwarz. I'm assuming this is a dark beer. 4.9% alcohol. Ingredients are a bit small. Brewed exclusively with noble hops from the Holgertai region in Bavaria and malt from Rhineland. Perfats, it looks like. Ingredients: water, malted barley, hops and yeast. It's very small black writing and the light's not fantastic. Right, let's have a look at the notes on the wheel to get an idea of what it's going to taste like. I've got a feeling I'm not going to be super fond of German beer because I remember I've been to Germany a few times and sometimes they've got their own style of beer which doesn't really appeal to me that much. Quite often anyway. So this one's very malty, so that's a good one. It's 5 on the malt, 4 on the bitter, 3 on the smooth and sweet, and 1 each on floral, sour and hoppy. So this is a very promising looking wheel for this one. Tasted notes: Weizenbier or black beer is a dark lager that originated in Germany with an opaque black colour and hints of chocolate and coffee notes. Similar to stout in that it is brewed with Similar to stout in that it is brewed with roasted malt, which gives this beer dark colour. So the Burro Brewery. Isn't Burro Spanish for donkey? What it means in German. It's like B-U-R-O with an umlaut over the U. I might have to look that up. I might have to look it up in a minute because I'm going to run out of things to say about this beer. Because, yeah, right, it's nice kind of fizzy dark. And it's lager, which isn't my... This is what I'm thinking, the German lagers, they're not the same as our lagers, but that's very fizzy, and the head's gone down. It's like the head went down like it was a Coca-Cola, to be honest. Not much in the smell. Nothing at all in the smell, really. It just smells like fresh water. Hope it doesn't taste like fresh water. Right, so expecting maltiness, hint of chocolate maybe, hint of coffee. Let's go in and find out. It's my first beer in ages. God, I can't remember the last time I had a beer actually. 3 weeks maybe. Let's go. Nope, nothing. Certainly no coffee notes and certainly no chocolate. Hope I haven't got COVID. They say your taste buds go when you get that, don't they? Just tastes like a slight fizz, like a slight wet fizz. It's not unpleasant. It's not anything. And there's a little bit of down the back of the throat. Maybe that's the bitterness. Wow. Not getting anything from that really. Nope. Nothing. Are my taste buds dead? I did eat some dinner about 20 minutes ago. 10 minutes ago maybe. Had some chilli, but no, it wasn't overpowering. But then I'm not getting anything from this. It's just wet. It's just wet, slightly fizzy, and that's it. No, a slight, not even a taste, but still a slight mouthfeel. I'm getting a little bit of a little mouthfeel at the end of it. That's about it, really. It's not unpleasant, but it's not so one where I'm going, oh, that tastes nice. Oh, I want to get another one of those in my gob. It's just like total non-entity. I tried swinging it around in my mouth a bit, see if it would like hit some taste zones or something, but zero. It's quite worrying. I wonder if I should have another beer now just to check if my taste buds haven't died. Maybe my taste buds are dead. Maybe I've got corona and I don't know it. It's almost worrying. Pardon me. The bubbles are working now, I'll tell you that much. The bubbles are working. Pretty much a non-entity. That one. Just think if I had to grade it. So we grade it 1 to 5. obviously 5 being the highest, and it's kind of like a reflection of how many pints you drink. Like if you went into a pub and you wasn't planning on having a drink, you're just planning on having one. But you know, does it taste nice enough for you to say, oh, I'll have another one of those, sod it. Sod the fact I've got to go home, I've got to have another pint, all the way up to 5 pints, which is it's a good session for anybody. But this one, yeah, I don't think I'd even stick around for another pint, to be honest. I think I'm going to give this a 1 pint grade. It's not bad. It's just not nice. Well, no, it's not that it's not nice. It's not that it's just that it's nothing. It's just not. it's not. Chocolate and coffee. I wonder if it's flat or something. I don't know. The bubbles went down really quick. The fizz, oh no, the fizz is still a little bit there, but I don't know. It's really just totally lacking in character for me. Yeah, I'll finish it off. I'll give it a 1. Let's have another beer, shall we? Let's have a look. Beergarden. Yankee and Kraut. Is that really the name of a brewery? I saw Yankee and Kraut is German and American, is it? Imported by Beer 52. Drink responsibly, yep. Yankee and Kraut, like a German, Ingolstadt. Dunkel's Weissbier is what it says, very small. Dunkel's Weissbier. That bloke's not drinking responsibly, is he? He's drinking asleep on the bar. So let's pour first, then we'll have a look at the wheel in the old magazine. I'm hoping this one tastes better than the last one, because the last one didn't taste bad, it just didn't taste. He just didn't taste. I'm hoping that this one's got some taste, because if this hasn't got any taste as well, I think I need to get myself checked out, because you know, taste buds have gone, and you know, it's supposed to be one of the side effects of Corona, isn't it? But I don't know. I've not been out anywhere, so I wouldn't have thought I would have picked it up anywhere. Yeah, maybe I've got no taste buds anyway. I do sometimes wonder about my taste buds. Right, but let's just look at this, see if I can find this. Oh wow, look at that one. There's one called Blurry Vision that's in the 12 pack. Wow, that's an amazing can though, I've got to say. But I haven't got the 12 pack, so I wouldn't have got that one. This may well be the last beer video that I do actually, because reasons, health, that kind of thing. This is a 5.5% dark Bavarian style wheat beer, very high on the smooth. It's got 5 on the smooth, 2 in sweet, fruit, floral and malty, and only 1 on the hoppy, nothing on bitter or sour. Tasting notes, a feast for the eyes and mouth. I'm not sure why it's a feast for the eyes, it's just a pretty plain, I don't know, did I show it to you yet? Just a pretty plain, kind of brownish beer, to be honest. Our dark wheat beer culminates in a perfect balance of fruitiness from the yeast with sweetness and depth from the malt. A full body, yet light on the tongue, the beauty of a Bavarian wheat beer is the ability to be well-rounded, creamy yet light, and refreshing at the same time. Add in a delicate sweetness and roundness from the roasted malts, and you have a world-class combination worthy of any occasion. Bottoms up. Chin chin. Again, it feels quite fizzy. Slight essence of maltiness, maybe. A slight hint of maltiness. Not getting any fruitiness. I have no idea what to say about it. It's like yesterday's. It's like I'm not really getting an awful lot of flavour out of it. It's just wet. It's just wet. Slight little hint of maybe a tiny little hint of malt. That's it really. Certainly not getting any fruitiness. Apparently this one's called Beer Garden by Night. I missed that. Where did it say Beer? Oh yeah, Beer Garden by Night. It was written on the second shelf of that label. Beer Garden at the top and then By Night on the bottom. So this is called Beer Garden by Night. There's a slight that kind of wheat kind of, you get the kind of like a little twang from the wheat beer flavouring. It gives it a slightly different mouth feel, but nothing to write home about. It feels too lively again. Like the last one I was saying, I can't remember what I said about it now, but it was nothing but boredom and burps. I think that's what my summary for that one yesterday was. And I feel that this one's going to make me a bit burpy as well. But I don't know. It's very light on the malt. It's only got 2 in the way of by the way of malt, and it's got no character to me. No kind of like. I don't know. It's alright. It's just like yesterday. It's like, I'm not saying it's bad. It's just not memorable. It's not doing anything particularly in my mouth that makes it stand out in any way. It's just like a nice wet beer. Wet, which is what I can say. It's wet. So it would be slightly thirst quenching maybe. Yeah, it's got no bitter and it's got no sour, so it's like a tiny little bit of hops, a tiny little bit of malt. I suppose it's smooth, but you know, something that's just smooth and hasn't got anything else going for it. It's kind of like, I don't know, flavourless. It's definitely got a fizzy kind of feel in the mouth. I really wish Alric was drinking so I could get him to try some and let me know what he thinks of it. He doesn't even have that kind of lagery twang that you get. I mean, this has got it had a slight hint of like wheat when I first had the first mouthful. I'm not even sure I'm really getting much in the way of malt. Maybe like I say, a tiny maltiness. Other than that, it's just bland. It's worrying me. Have my taste buds died? Or are they just bored? No, just uncharacterful beers. Yeah, it's alright. I don't know, I just wondered if I would. It's definitely going to be a one pinter again. Because like, if I went to the pub and I was like, oh, I might just have a pint, this will certainly not make me think, oh, I'll have another one of those. That's nice, I'll have another one of them, you know? It's just like, yeah, okay. I've had that pint now, maybe I shouldn't have bothered. It's kind of, it's more like making me think, oh, maybe I shouldn't have bothered with a pint. Maybe I should have gone home and a cup of tea instead. Yeah. Nothing else to add. I'll be opening another beer tomorrow night. Okay, let's try another one of these beers. 700 years this brewing company has been going. It's a 6%, proudly Bavarian, over 700 years. ABK Fest Beer. 700 years of Bavarian brewing tradition and heritage. It says, I think it says, oh no, don't think it's a dark one. It said dank. Thank you, didn't it? Right, let's just open this up and see what it's like then, shall we? I think I might drink 2 beers in this session because I'm a bit slow drinking these actually. I drank one night, then one another night. It's been about 3 nights since I've last drunk one. So, yeah, let's just get this drunk and hopefully it's better than the last 2. The last 2 were really boring, I thought. Actually, I've actually not been making notes. Actually, I think they're both in one star so far, so it's pretty easy to remember. Okay, slightly brown beer. Pretty fizzy looking. Let's give it a go. I forgot to look at the tasting notes. Okay, initial thoughts. It's just like the one from the last two. Not a massive amount of flavours. It's just like a kind of like a gentle bit of flavour maybe. Nothing jumping out at me. It says it's got 4 in malty. I wouldn't have thought it was that malty. Malty and smooth 4, sweet and floral 3, fruit is 2, and bitter and hoppy are 1 each. Malty award-winning ABK sits at the base of the Alps in the medieval town of Kaufbeuren, Bavaria. Dating back to 1308, the brewery first made waves when it was donated to the townspeople by a wealthy local baron, and it quickly became known in the region for its superb beers. ABK uses the finest locally grown hops and grains from the same local farms they have been using since 1308, coupled with pure water from beneath the brewery cellars. All its beers are brewed in accordance to the Reinheitsgebot, whatever that is. Is that the Rhine as in the River Rhine? Reinheitsgebot. Maybe it's like some sort of a code with people, towns around the Rhine, and how to brew their beer or something. I have no idea. This selected fest beer is brewed specially for the Christmas season. It is a very traditional full-bodied and full-flavoured amber-coloured beer with malt-stressed round taste. It is of a clear and shiny appearance with the fine white crown of perfect foam. I hardly had any foam on it at all. You saw that when I first poured it. Surely you should have, yeah, I don't know, weird these beers. Yeah, it tastes fine. That's all I can say, it tastes fine. I suppose that's just the thing though. I'm probably used to these craft boxes having loads of like weird flavoured ones, like with hints of coffee and hints of, you know, coconut or chocolate. This is just kind of like a. I think I like it slightly more than the other. I think it got a slightly bit more taste than the other two that I had. Or maybe I'm just in more of a mood for a beer today, and that's the other thing to consider. But I'd say I'd only give it 2 though. I'd only give it 2. %. That's because it's got a slight hint of the strength. But it's yeah, it's quite drinkable, I suppose. I suppose it's possible it might be a little bit of a grower as well. Well, maybe I might say to myself now, oh, I can manage 2 pints of that, and then I'd leave the pub, I'd go home, but I would have had enough by then. But then it may be one where you get to the second pint, and as you get towards the end of it, you're thinking, oh, actually, yeah, I think I'll have another pint of that. So it may go up to a 3, but I'm just going to go, just to be on the safe side, I'm going to call it a 2 out of 2 beer. A 2-pinter, I call it. I drink 2 pints before bugging off home. Or move into a different beer. This contains water, barley, malt and hops. I don't think it tastes massively malty though, but yeah. It's 4 malty, so I suppose that's about right. Don't always taste massively malty anyway, even when it says like 5 in the maltiness, doesn't always taste super malty. Anyway, next one I tried today is the can. Only 1 can in this lot. Brio, is that? Berlin Jam, Berliner Weiss, wild berries, only 4%. Let me find the entry for that on here while I'm finishing off this other beer. Berlin Jam. Right, malty 2. Why do it that way around? The smoothness is 4. Fruity is smoothness is 5. Fruity is 4. Sour is 3. Oh, it's a sour one. That's the oh, pardon me. Oh, the Brullo is the name of the brewer. BRL with a little dash for it. Oh, fruity Berliner Weiss. Let's start that again. So 5 smooth, 4 fruit, 3 sour, 2 malty, 2 floral, 2 sweet, one hoppy, nothing in the bitter. So I'm assuming it's going to be the sourness of the berries. So it's a wild berry sourness going to be going on with this one. Hopefully not as sour as the ones that me and my brother had last month. It was actually probably the month before actually. I'm having to sort of move my arse with drinking these now because my new box is coming today. Got a new box coming today for November and I'm still drinking the October ones. So tasting notes on this Berlin jam. Surprisingly sharp and with a little more punch than you're used to from a Berliner Weiss. This remix of elderberry, blueberry, blackberry and red and black currant delivers more fruity madness than Beerguys at 4 a.m. Light and pleasantly sour with typical characteristics of a Berliner Weiss. Round berry aroma with slightly dominant currant note. I do like some currants. The colour is quite disgusting. Well, it's not what you expect from a beer. It's got a pink head, a pink fizzy head. You can hear the effervescence of it. Surely these all seem more effervescent than a normal lager. It's like more like kind of like soda pop kind of bubbling than like we'd expect from beer bubbling. I don't know. Maybe I'm imagining it. But it looks kind of wrong, doesn't it? Right, so I was expecting a bit sour. It's not as bad as the one we had in September, which were really terrible. I'm not really picking up much of a hint of berry in the smell. Yeah, it's not massively like killing with the berries, not overblown with the berries. There's definitely a little nuance of like sourness, like crinkling up my mouth, crinkling up my face. And there is a slight berry taste to it, yeah. I am still wondering about my taste buds though. Yeah, nothing, not overblown with the berry, a little bit sour. Yeah, not one I'd want to drink more than one of. I'm not sure I can manage one, to be honest. But it's weird though, because it doesn't taste overly fruity. I thought Weiss, like W-E-I-S-S-E, I thought it was a wheat beer. And they normally have like a different mouthfeel, like a malted wheat, malted barley, blackberry, blueberry, elderberry, red currant and black currant. So it's got all these blinking berries in it, but I'm not getting massive amounts of berry taste on my mouth. Yeah. So maybe if you concentrate, there's a little bit of berry, but then you get hit with a little sourness. I'm glad it's only 3 sour. I think if it was 4 or 5 sour, I think it might be a bit... As it is, 3 sour is kind of a little bit on the crinkly mouth side. It makes your mouth go... Makes you feel desiccated. It sucks all the leaking moisture out. Yeah. I think I'll drink the rest of it off camera because otherwise it's going to drag on for too long without me having anything much else to say. But so far it's going to be another one. Really scoring low this week. There's no kind of like memorable flavours. No flavours that your mouth really kind of like, oh yeah, I'm enjoying that. It's more just the fact that they're wet with a hint of something, but nothing that really, you know, it's like when you get a beer you really like and oh yeah, I can't wait to take another mouthful of that. You know, your mouth looks forward to the next mouthful. Whereas at the moment my mouth is like, oh, I've got to take another mouthful rather than like looking forward to the next mouthful. Yeah, definitely a bit more of a chore. Or if you can tell, I don't know if it's actually happening. It feels like my eye's twitching. It feels like it's making my right eye go. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm halfway through now. Halfway through, and I've not scored anything over 2. So there's been 2 for this one, the first beer, and 1 each for the other 3. Okay, let's have a couple more beers. Buro Weizen is the next one I'm going to have. Nice orange label. Gebracht nach der deutschen Reinheitsgebot. Yeah, something like that. I may have pronounced it wrong. I've not been impressed with this box of boxes, to be honest. This box of beers, not really been floating my boat much. But like German beer is kind of different to British beer, isn't it? Yeah, maybe I'm just more used to my own brand of beer from my own country. Like this definitely looks like a wheat beer. Weizen. I thought I could see like the kind of the wheaty lookingness to it. The head looks quite good actually on this one. The other heads have gone down really quickly, like maybe a bit suspicious. Anyway, let's just go cracking in. Definitely wheat beer. You've got that little mouthfeel of the wheatness, you know. It's not too bad. I thought it might be a bit of a twang, like a bit of a heavy twang towards the end. It started off, you had like a little wheaty taste, and then it the flavour moved around my mouth to the back of my throat a little bit, and I was wondering if it was going to start like twanging on the back of the throat strongly, but no, it hasn't too badly. 5.3%. Brewed with a large proportion of wheat and with a cloudy appearance, you'll smell banana and clove notes on the nose, all thanks to the yeast. I don't smell it, did I? The beer from Buro is a beautiful example of the style and super refreshing. I'm not really getting any cloves, or maybe a little bit of banana. Maybe a little bit of banana-y taste when the first mouthful, maybe. Right, so it's got in flavour floral, fruit, sweet and smooth are all 4. Bitter and hoppy are 2, malty and sour are 1. Okay. Yeah, not massively flavourful, but it's alright. But a little bit more character than the other. I can't remember what I scored for everything now, but yeah, it's drinkable anyway, I suppose. It's not madly exciting or madly Moorish, where it's like, oh yeah, I like that. Yeah, I think if I was looking for flavoursome beer, something that's really got some real standout character, then you know I'd probably move on after a pint. I don't know, it's weird. Yeah, not really much to say about it. Decent enough, I suppose. It's just got that little wheat taste to it. The best thing is the smiling heart on the neck of the bottle, and the crazy cat on the front. It's quite a ludicrous looking label actually. It looks like a spaced out cat or something on there. Interesting. Yeah, but not wildly full of flavour, you know. Okay, yeah, so this one I just drunk, Buro Weizen. I'll give it 1 pint, and I wouldn't fancy another one, to be honest. I want the same company still, Buro Pilsner this time. It's got the same love heart. It's got another crazy looking cat on there. It says Buro Brewery. Designed by renowned illustrator Yi Weller, Buro sets out to bring the finest examples of classic German styles into the modern craft beer era. Brewed with the finest ingredients and with traditional methods, expect well-made German styles with funky artwork and refined taste. Originating from the Czech city of Pilsen, this classic style of lager was first brewed by Bavarian Josef Groll. This is a more German style Pilsner, and the clean, crisp body showcases the finest German hops from the
from the Hallertau region and malts from Bavaria. So it's got 3 in floral, sweet, smooth, hoppy and malty, 2 in bitter, nothing in fruity or sour. So let's give this one a try. I get a feeling it's going to be another beer. It's not really my cup of tea, to be honest. It's not really been the greatest month for me, these German beers. It's your typical beer, lagery kind of look. It smells clean. The head goes down really quickly. Head's disappeared already. Yeah. Yeah. Pretty sure it's going to be another 1 pint for me. Oh man, I've forgotten even what I've actually scored for all the bottles. So I've been doing this over so many days. I'm pretty sure it's only one scored a 2 and everything else has just been a 1. This is to me just like what we call lager. It's got that kind of insipid kind of flavour into it. It's like, yeah, it's just not my thing. I really was wanting to go to my dad's and have these beers with my dad this month because of the coronavirus lockdown. I've not been able to. These beers have been right out my dad's alley, I tell you. He would have loved these beers. He loves German beer. And he loves his more lagery type beers, you know. His Pilsners and he's drinking, you know, Budweiser or whatever. They're that kind of German Czech beer. He would have loved these beers. Just they're not my cup of tea. I much prefer a dark bitter or a stout or, you know, a nice brand beer. These are just like I sort of find them. They've got a weird, like, insidious kind of taste to them that makes me feel a bit vomity. It's like, ooh, I have a few and I'm like, yeah, I don't want another drink, thanks. It puts me off drinking the taste of these beers. There's something about them doesn't really sit well in my stomach. You drink enough when you get pissed, I suppose. But, yeah. Not really for me. I'm already feeling like a bit sickly from drinking the 2 beers I've had today. Just my taste buds are not made for these beers. You know, they don't appeal to me. So I've got, what's it, 2 more to go? 2 more to go from this, but I've actually got next month's box already. So I was so slow drinking this box. I wish I'd been able to go to my dad's to have and drink these with me. He would have loved these. Oh dear. Well, it certainly make you burp anyway. Right. I've got nothing else to say about the taste of it, the flavour of it. It's not my cup of tea. It's not my thing. Not the beers that I like. So I've just got to soldier on, finish off this beer. But I won't make you sit and watch me. Okay, next beer up, Spree Coast IPA from Lemke Berlin West Coast IPA, 6.9% volume. Okay, what's it sound like here? Come and see us at the brewery or in one of our brew pubs. Check out our great beer variety. See you soon, is what it says. Okay. Spree Coast IPA, a West Coast IPA made in Berlin. As harsh as the Berlin charm, as relaxed as a summer's day on the Spree, dry, juicy and slender, with refreshing tangerine and citrus flavours. A light malt body carries the dominant bitterness and leads into a grapefruit bitter finale. It's a bit small, in case you're wondering. Probably my eyes aren't quite as good as I'd like to hope that they were. Let me just see if I can find the wheel for this Spree Coast so I can give you the rundown of it. I'm pretty sure it's in here because I have seen it before. I've not been too happy with this bunch of beers as you remember probably from since I've actually just watched the video, hopefully up to this point. But let's see if we can get a better than a 1 star or a 1 out of 5 rather. head doesn't look like it's got much legs on it. I'm not bothered about that, but I just do wonder sometimes why some heads go down really quickly, like it's more fizzy or something. Brewery Lemke. The Brewery Lemke is one of the oldest craft beer breweries in the Berlin area. Since 1999, brewer and founder Olli Lemke has brewed different beer styles according to the German purity law. Malts, hops, yeast and water, paired with experience, passion and curiosity. This is how Lemke's beer is made, right in the heart of Berlin. From classics to sour beer and barrel-aged editions. Hoppy 5, bitter 4 and fruit 4, 3 each in malty and smooth, 2 in floral, 1 in sweet, 0 in sour. Do you know what? I've not had a beer for quite a while. I've not really fancied having these beers either. It's got to be about a week since I had the last couple of beers. And because I wasn't really like massively blown away by them, and I'm kind of on a little bit of a health kick myself. I'm trying to avoid eating certain food, and trying to stick away from the biscuits and stuff. I've not bought any biscuits, but now, yeah, tried not to anyway. I bought something today I shouldn't have bought, but never mind. Basically keeping away from some of the fatty food, trying to anyway. So I've been avoiding the beer as well. This one, you know, I thought I had a first. I was doing these now just to get them out of the way because I've been sitting there for so long. I was like, and I've got another box already turned up as well. My November box has turned up. And we're on the 15th of November now, are we? And I've not even opened the November box yet. The December box will be here before I know it. So like, I was kind of doing it more as a chore to get it out of the way. But when I actually poured it and took my first mouthful, it was like that, you know, that feeling when you didn't realise how thirsty I was for it. Maybe it really kind of kind of hit the spot slightly. It's like the first mouthful sort of helped to go to a first I didn't realise I had kind of thing, because like, you know, say I wasn't like particularly thinking about having a beer. I just wanted to get them out of the fridge, get them finally drunk. It is rather hoppy, but yeah, I'm not really getting the maltiness or much of the fruitiness, to be honest. Worried about I was saying this all along, worried about my taste buds, if my taste buds are up the spout, but yeah, I've got like a hoppiness, a bit of a hoppy throat to it, but yeah, I mean, other than the fact when that first mouthful, I had a first. I didn't realise I even had a first, but it kind of like, oh, for a second it was like, oh yeah, beer, when it first went in me gob. But now I'm down to about the fourth mouthful, I'm like, oh, I'm already burping, and I'm thinking, yeah, it's a bit on the hoppy side. Yeah, I'm not getting any fruit at all. Yeah, oh, the hoppiness has become a chore. Yeah, it's grating at my throat now. It's like, yeah. It's definitely bitter. It's definitely got a bitter twang to it, and the hoppiness as well. But yeah, again, one pint and that'd be enough. Yeah, I can't remember. They've all been 1 pint so far. So it's like literally, I think one of them, I can't remember which one it was now, I scored 2. All I can say to that is gack, gack. Oh, that's the kind of throat feel it gave me. Oh, yeah. Oh, one of them is more than enough for me. This one actually looks promising. The very last one, at last, come to the last one. ABK Dunkel, proudly Bavarian, 5%. And the right up looks like it might be good. It's got 5 in malty, which is promising, 4 in floral, 3 in smooth, 2 each in sweet and bitter, 1 in fruit, 1 in hoppy. Tasting notes. Gloriously dark, rich and fruity aromatic beer. This wonderful top fermented beer is coupled with notes of caramel and dark chocolate. Munich is famous for its iconic dunkels, and this is right up there and represents ABK's roots and regionality. Oh, I feel like I need to cleanse my palate after that last one. Oh, it's really... Oh yeah, see, that summed that last beer up. You know, like when you eat chilies and the barb stick to your tongue and you can feel the chili in your mouth for ages afterwards. It's the same with that beer, but with hoppy, bitter, twangy. Right, let's pour this beer. Right, it's not super dark. It's not like stout dark. It's a brand beer. Brand beer, which is normally a good sign. They're normally the kind of beers that we like. Oh, I particularly like. Eric likes when he's drinking. Right, the head goes down quickly as well, so it doesn't look like a. It's definitely not stout like. It's your old man beery kind of. Little hint of. I don't know, maybe a little hint of caramel. If I don't taste anything with this one, then I'm going to get to the hospital and say, check my taste buds, I have corona. Because, yeah, we'll see how it goes. Yeah. Let's get to the hospital. Yeah, it tastes alright. It's like, God, I suppose it's slightly malty. I don't know if I get any chocolate or any bloody notes of caramel and dark chocolate. Maybe it's just feels like another one of every single one of them. This box, kind of like instantly forgettable beer. Like beer that's not going to necessarily make me want to stick around for another pint. You know, slightly more pleasant than the last one. Well, definitely, yeah. But it's like hasn't got an awful. To me, again, it doesn't have much richness in taste or character. It just feels like slightly fizzy water with maybe a little caramelly note, maybe, or malty little flavour, but yeah. But nothing that makes me want to sit around and have another pint. Okay, so it's normally at this point that we do a top 3 and bottom 3. And to be honest, they're all joint top and joint bottom, I think. I think there was one that I gave two points to. I can't remember what it was now. Was it this one? The Dunkel's Weissbier? Was that the one I gave 2 points to? I say I gave this a 1, and maybe I should dock this and give this a half actually, because this was really kind of, yeah, this is a real struggle to drink, so that's going to be bottom. That's going to be a bottom one. Cool. Maybe I'll put this in the bottom 3 as well, the Berlin Jam, because I'm not massively a fan of fruity beers anyway. It wasn't even overly fruity that I recall either. You know what, I'm not even going to bother scoring this month rather, because there's nothing that stood out at all. You know, this is like dull. I really wish Elric had been here to drink some of these as well, so I could see if he's getting taste out of them or not. Or if it's just my imagination, or my taste buds have died or something. Just, I suppose I have to score this one. No, I can't. This is being the top 3, I suppose, because at least it's dark. Yeah. Nothing much else going for it though. It's just a kind of another bland flavoured wetness. Slightly malty, I suppose. I think this might have been the one that I scored high, but I don't remember now. When I say high, I scored it 2. And maybe let's have a look. There's these ones. I like the bottles on these ones. The artwork on these ones is fun. So maybe one of these will be in my top 3. So let me just decide which one of these crazy cats on the labels that I like the most. I think I'm gonna go with the blue one because he's got love heart glasses. He's really cute. But when it comes to actual taste, they're all much of a muchness. The whole lot were a much of a muchness. I can't even bother to do any more. I think, right, so let's go with these ones. I think it was these ones. Let's go with these ones in the top 3. These 2 in the bottom 3. And we'll go this one to go in the bottom 3 as well because of the label. The label is not as interesting as the crazy cats on these ones. And that's it. That was my Oktoberfest German beer. Very disappointing. I don't know, maybe it's my taste buds, maybe because I'm doing it on my own, I'm not getting into the swing of it so much, maybe because I'm trying to cut down on the beer a bit myself, that I'm not enjoying it as much, or maybe it was just the beers. I mean, if anyone had any of these beers at all, let me know if you concur with my thoughts on them. But no one will, because no one watches these videos anyway. Not really. But yeah, I'm out of here. Oh. Now, we normally sign out by saying beer is best. But this month, I think I would have rather had like a cup of tea, really. But on average, beer is best.
Beer is best. Beer is best. Makes you fit, makes you strong, puts more muscle in your dong bong pong. Beer makes bonny Britons. Beer has stood the test. What did poor old Adam say to Eve? Beer is best.